Hi there, everyone, and welcome on this very special day. I'm Vicki Newman, an assistant showbiz editor for The Mirror. I'm joined here by Liam Gilliver, one of the opinion writers for The Mirror. Apologies, my dog is really barking in the background straight away, which is great. So apologies for that. But yeah, so today is Kim Kardashian's 41st birthday, and we're here to talk all about her. I'm going to talk about why I love her and why she's the queen of the world, queen with a K, that is. And Liam, for some unknown reason, is going to tell me why he doesn't really like Kim. I can't believe it. If you want to join in, hit me up in the comments, drop with some questions, let me know what you think of Kim. We'll read some out, we'll answer your questions if we can. But all I'm going to say, guys, is let's keep it light, okay? This is all a bit of fun. It's not an invitation for all you little trolls to come out from under your bridge and start slagging everyone off. We're not interested. Keep it fun, keep it light, keep it breezy. So, Liam, why do you hate Kim?
Straight in there. I think hate might be a bit of a strong word. I think my issue with Kim lies not necessarily completely on her, but more the culture that she kind of lives in, but also profits from. So I'm talking about her selling, anti-suppressant, appetite suppressant lollipops, waist trainers, and the impact that might have on our kind of self-esteem or body image in general.
Sorry, me dog died.
Oh no, that's fine.
I was just looking there. If you see that picture that we just had up of Kim with her own, like a little sausage dog, it's uncanny. Look at the resemblance.
Absolutely. Was this on purpose? Was this sausage dog purchase?
Honestly, didn't even realise you had a sausage dog. Oh, sorry, he's tired. You were saying.
Yeah, so that's my kind of issue, I would say. I mean, really, simplistically, she's in a position where she could arguably say no to these kind of sponsorships. She is a billionaire at this point. I don't think she's strapped for cash. And we've seen some celebrities like Jamila actively come out and say, we all get these kind of sponsorships, but we say no to them because actually they are quite dangerous products, or they send quite a dangerous message to her audience. And at 259 million followers, that is a big audience, and that's a big influence. And I don't think that should be kind of I think it should come with some level of accountability.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I just don't think that we see that sort of stuff from Kim that often. Like maybe back in the day, when she was like newer to it and kind of finding her feet. But now Kim has got only really puts her name to her own products that she's, very hands-on in making. She's very, very involved. She's very inclusive of all types of body types and everything. She gets a lot of stick for the way she looks and that she's always posting these like sexy pictures, and that it could make women feel bad about themselves. But at the end of the day, it's not her responsibility to make sure that like I don't feel ugly. Like she looks amazing. I don't begrudge her posing up in a bikini and posting this on Instagram looking incredible. Carolyn agrees, and yes, she is a very beautiful woman. Yeah, I just think really Kim, I know what you're saying about celebrities, it always baffles me how quickly like people come out of Love Island and then they're flogging car air fresheners on Instagram with that hashtag ad. Like if they literally haven't washed the bloody bikinis before they're getting this SponCon out there. But Kim, I just honestly, Kim's not like that. She's got her own products that she works hard on and that she's like happy to put out there. She's not just selling any old rubbish that'll earn her a quick check on from some random company.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, there's, like you said, it's not it's not her job to make other people feel better. It's not her job to, you know, be the shining beacon of body positivity. I mean, I think it'd be great if she did take some role in that, because she probably has one of the world's most, you know, iconic figures. And again, you know, even in her own brand, she has a waist trainer under her Skims line. So she's still selling the message, or profiting from the idea that these products can make you kind of like look like her, or her in some way. The dog disagrees on that one.
No, he was arguing. He was like, "You're talking absolute rubbish. I'm getting involved here." I know you're saying about these certain products and stuff like shapewear and all that. Yes, you could argue Kim is suggesting that you need to wear shapewear to like hide the lumps and bumps, and she's profiting off it. I totally get where you're coming from on that, but I disagree. Like, I think, right, every woman has a right to feel confident and feel sexy, no matter what size they are, right? And if putting on a pair of Spanx and sucking in like your tummy a bit and shaping your hips a bit makes you feel confident enough to go out in that little dress and like stun everyone at your office party, then go for it. Why shouldn't you? Like, and it's not about how you look, it's about how you feel. Like, I could put something on, I could put a dress on and say to one of my friends, like, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable." And she'll go, "Oh, you look great." But if I don't feel comfortable, then I'm not going to wear it. And that's what it's about. And Kim isn't necessarily, you know, I don't think anyway, trying to like profit off that. I think she's seen this need in the market, and she's given people what you know they want. And yeah, of course she's making money off it, but someone's gonna. But look, Neil here, we've got a comment from. He says that Kim has had no effect whatsoever on his world. And I totally respect that, Neil. Yeah, I'm sure she hasn't had any effect on your world whatsoever, because from what I can see from your picture, you're just a family man, typical bloke, right? Fair enough. She's not you're not a target
She's not your
audience.
target demographic. No.
You are not her target audience.
No.
And this is the thing, one thing that really winds me up on a daily basis as a showbiz reporter is the comments from people when you're putting out stories and like, "Oh, who cares? Is this even news? Oh, there's more important things going on in the world." There we go, Craig. Who is Kim Kardashian? I'm sorry, but everybody, unless you live under a rock, you know who Kim Kardashian is. Like, don't even lie and try and pretend that you're better and you're more highbrow because you don't know who Kim Kardashian is. Like, sorry, yeah, you do. And why are you here? Why are you watching? If you're not interested in Kim Kardashian, why are you watching a Facebook Live about it? This is the thing that annoys us, because I just think personally, like, sorry if I'm going on a rant, but okay, I don't care about football, right? I couldn't care less. I don't like it. I don't go on stories about football and go like, "Oh, is this even news? Who cares?" Because I appreciate that while that is not personally news to me that I am interested in, it's interesting and it's newsworthy to millions of people. And that's all I'll say on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, well said. Absolutely. Whenever I would write about, you know, Billie Eilish, I would get comments saying, "Don't even know who she is." And it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, she won 5 Grammys, and her song's at #1. If you don't, then that's perhaps because we're all in our own little echo chambers of who we want to kind of read about. And absolutely, there's no what is newsworthy to someone will be, you know, absolute tribe to the next person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to Kim, our fave subject. Yeah, I mean, I think as well we'll have to discuss the fact that she has totally changed the showbiz landscape. Like, before she came along, like, you know, social media is so different now, the way celebrities use it to keep in touch with the fans. Joanne here is saying that she thinks Kim's beautiful and entertaining. And she is. Like, Keep It Up with the Kardashians just had everything. It's got like all the drama, all the intrigue, the mystery, like it's funny, like it's sad. It just literally hits every emotion. And I think Kim is so good at sharing her life with her fans and kind of, you know, showing that she's human too and she goes through stuff that we all go through. Like maybe yeah, she's living a totally different life to me. She's in this huge mansion in Calabasas. But look, for someone who started out organising Paris Hilton's wardrobe, she's
Yeah.
not done too bad for herself.
No, and I think there's certain things which reach everybody, no matter how protected you are by wealth or by fame. So there's certain things that people still grieve the same. People, she was held up by at gunpoint, and she obviously going through her divorce and stuff. These are very kind of like real issues that actually affect everybody, and it's not just billionaires that face these issues. And I really like that element of like human to her, because actually looking at her Instagram feed, you don't get that struggle.
Yeah,
You get this perfect image. And she is obviously not the only person that does that. I think I personally deleted my Instagram last year because I felt like I didn't want to partake in this kind of third world of what my life looks like and what I look like,
yeah,
and have that much control over how I am perceived. But yeah, I think really the crux of it is that you said earlier about kind of the effect of what actually she has on people for selling these kind of like shapewear, and
yeah,
people feeling confident and stuff like that. And I think that's great. Like we all do that. We all maybe conceal a spot, or kind of get our hair lightened, or things like that, to make ourselves feel better. And I'm all for you being in control and having autonomy over your own body to make you feel better, whatever extreme that might be. Obviously, as
yeah,
long as it's not dangerous, then I would be a big supporter of that. I think the downside is when actually it's disguised and packaged as something that will make you feel better, but actually makes you feel worse. So I'm talking about studies that correlate social media use with like negative body perception, and an increased dissatisfaction with the way that people look, stemming from overusing social media.
yeah,
Obviously, that's not Kim's fault. She can't monitor a 13-year-old girl's Instagram use over in Sheffield. That's not her job. That's there's multiple people there, like the parents and the society in general. But I think we shouldn't kind of give her a completely free pass. I think we can recognize she does some good, and also she probably does some damage as well.
No, I can definitely appreciate that. And I think social media is a really tricky subject because, you know, people do want to just put the best version of themselves on social media. You know, I'm not famous. I haven't got millions of followers, obviously, but
Yet.
I don't Photoshop me pictures and I don't really edit them and use all these filters and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm still not going to put a picture on Instagram if I think I look ugly or I look fat. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? I just think like if I because why would I want to put that there, you know? Anyway, look, we've got a question of Emily in here. She's
Mhm.
asking, does Kim still need the rest of her family to sustain her level of fame? And do they still need her? What do you think?
um you see, I'm kind of I the to me, Courtney is probably the funniest celeb. And also,
Yeah,
I used to work at kind of a plant-based lifestyle brand, and so her lifestyle brand, Poosh, was something that I regularly kind of like reported on, and kind of like wrote about. And I think we're seeing kind of the sisters, particularly now the TV show's ending, we're seeing each one of their like individual identities kind of solidify. But I think Kim will always be the crux. And I think, yeah, they probably still do need her.
yeah, definitely. Kim was the catalyst for this whole thing. The reality show was obviously very much built around her, and everyone else was kind of a secondary character in the beginning. And obviously, you know, depending on what you believe, A lot of people think that this whole thing began because Kris Jenner purposely leaked Kim's sex tape with her ex-boyfriend Ray J. Depends who you believe. Obviously, Kris denies that, but you know, who knows what really happened. I think it's interesting that, you know, like you say, other people, other members of the family are really identifiable on their own now, and everybody's got their own kind of niche market and their own
Mhm.
their own personality. And I mean, even look at like Kylie Jenner, obviously the youngest of the siblings, you know, she is totally taken over. Like she
Yeah.
got billionaire status before anyone else. Obviously, it
Mhm.
was short lived, but she still got it at some point.
Yeah.
Um, she's got obviously like all of her makeup and skincare, and she's now got a baby range and all that. Like
Mhm.
she's really like kind of taken over from Kim. Norman here is wondering, what talent does Kim have? This is obviously something that people question a lot because, you know, is she famous for being famous and she's just a reality star? But for one, you know, Kim is an incredibly savvy businesswoman. And secondly, you know, Kim has recently been following in her late father Robert's footsteps in training to become a lawyer. She even sat at a baby bar while she had coronavirus. You know, sadly, she didn't pass, but who can blame her? She had coronavirus. And she's working really hard in prison reform. And she's pictured here, look, with Alice Johnson, a woman who she helped free from prison by getting a pardon from Donald Trump, because Alice was handed a life sentence for a non-violent drug offence, ridiculously harsh sentence. Kim stepped in and she's using the power and the influence that she's got for good to help people who need help. I mean, what do you think of all what she's doing now?
Well, I was just gonna say, I think it's sad in a way that we have to like justify her existence based on talent, because actually, how many male billionaires are out there that actually, you know, are not actually talented,
Mhm.
and their money actually comes from, you know, exploitation, or it's inherited and stuff like that.
Yeah, very good point.
I think I will always kind of like back and defend Kim when it comes. Not that she needs me to do that, but I will always kind of you know, draw the line with people just kind of throw in these like ad hominem attacks to her, because actually um, who I don't think she's claiming to be the most talented person in the world.
No, she's not.
Um, and obviously, talent comes in many different shapes and sizes. And I think when you look at how Kim has created a zeitgeist around her entire family, that probably is quite a talent. I don't think I don't think people would be interested in watching me and my dad argue in the kitchen in the same way that they, you know, do with Keeping Up in the Kardashians.
Or just sit and eat a salad. Like that's always
Exactly, with a weird
like,
fork
like
pie.
somehow entertaining to just sit and
Yeah,
yes. Them salads always look amazing, to be fair, and I'm not a huge
exactly. It's the tossing motion and
it
the
is.
biting on the fork. But yeah, so she doesn't have to be talented. I
No,
don't think
right.
she's proclaiming to be, you know, like a rocket scientist. And I don't think that, you know, academic talent is the only form of talent either.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's great to see that she's using her influence for good, because you know, the legal action that she's taken, she's obviously very passionate about it. And I think that it is definitely something that, you know, she should carry on doing. And like I said, she has a great influence, and so it's just a shame when there's those dips of, and like you said, 2018 probably the perfect era for it, you know, to sell those dodgy products and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Whereas this is an example of her doing something good, so I very much applaud her for it.
absolutely. And I think Sue's comment here sums up exactly what I've been trying to say. So thank you so much, Sue. We are teammates. She's saying people will always be negative. She's done well from where she started. And look, Sue's even saying she's not a fan, but you've got to give Kim credit. And I think
Yeah.
that's the point. Just because you aren't necessarily a fan of someone personally, you know, you might not be interested in them personally and want to follow them on Instagram and read stories about them, but a lot of other people are. And either way, she's doing very well for herself. And I'm sure you wouldn't mind being a few quid behind her. So yeah, thank you so much, Liam. It's been wonderful debating with you.
Thank you for having
And
me.
thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.